want to briefly talk about the panda situation.
Talk about it.
If you thought I was going to come on here and air out all my public stuff and give you guys tea and, oh, she did this and I did this, and but she did that and, oh, I did. You clearly haven't been watching me very long.
He does this anyway. He doesn't do a lot of it. But it is funny how he prefaces this by saying, like, I don't know what type of guy you think I am. I am not about to air this stuff out. And then immediately shares the messages.
This is another part that I've already recorded, so I'm going to splice it here. Next, I want to talk about the panda situation. Number one. Number two.
All right. Hold on. Let me slow this down, because he kind of flies through this bit, and I understand why he does, but we trying to get to the bottom of this.
So I'm going to splice it here. Next, I want to talk about the panda situation. Number one.
So, weird video dropped where he was joking about doing something to her while she was asleep. She came out, said that didn't actually happen. He's just reiterating this. Whatever, we all knew that, okay?
Number two, here's proof.
Now, this is crazy, okay? This was his full response to his ex-girl saying that she had cancer. The only part that she showed was that was the most passive-aggressive cancer reveal ever, LOL. Completely cut out the whole rest of the response. I sincerely wish that everything comes back in an early stage. You can beat this. I know you can. I treated you bad, and I apologized for that. So he's not even apologizing. He's just reminding her that he already apologized. And he says, this is more important, though. I will pray for you immediately, and may God's will prevail. I mean, that's what I would expect. Now, what is the passive-aggressive cancer reveal?
That I had already apologized to her over 5.
Now, this made me mad. This is when I was like, all right, we gotta spin the block on this. Lock in. This is how his ex-girlfriend reaches out to him to tell him that she has cancer. I feel like an idiot sometimes reaching out to you, but I felt like I needed to tell you I just found out I have breast cancer. I was diagnosed Friday after surgery on Wednesday last week to remove a mass in my breast that was sent for a biopsy and came back to have cancer. You don't have to say anything or even reply back, because that's what I'm used to from you. but once the MRI comes back to the extent of my breast cancer, I wanted to let you know that I really wished you weren't how you were with me. I really wished all the time that I was enough, even if it was as a friend. You treated me like I was trash, and I'm okay with it now. I know how much I'm worth, and you didn't deserve that anyways. And that God doesn't like ugly, but a part of me cared for your well-being. So, a normal way of telling somebody that you have cancer is like, yo, you're somebody that's close to me in my life, so I figured I would share this news with you. I don't know how it's going to be received, but I thought you would want to know. This is what's going on. This is ridiculous, and it is textbook passive aggressiveness. I don't know what else to call this. I just want to read some of this back. You don't have to say anything or even reply back, because that's what I'm used to from you. Yeah, I have cancer, but you probably don't even care, is basically what she's saying. By the way, I just want to let you know that you treated me bad. And his reply is, that was the most passive aggressive cancer reveal ever, because it is. I am here to tell you that I would have said the same thing, or I might not have responded. I'm not going to lie. Are we here to talk about the cancer diagnosis, or about how I treated you bad and how God doesn't like ugly? Like, is this part of the JID rollout? What are we doing? What's truly good here? I just hope for your happiness, and I will be fighting this cancer until my last breath. It's like, what kind of guilt trip is this? The worst.
Years ago. Coincidentally enough, this is in the exact same text message that she herself...
Okay, I really want y'all to lock into this, okay? Peep game and log in real quick. This screenshot that she shared literally isn't even a screenshot from their actual conversation. Like, she had to retype this bit out. And do you know how I know that? Because if you look at the original message that he sent, the full message, there's more of the message. It's a bigger text bubble because there are more words in it. So in order for her to make it seem like he sent her that short, mean-ass message, she had to have it retyped out and sent to her. So it looked like it was a short message. Because even if she tried to crop this bit from the real message, then you would see the end of the text bubble.
That I had already apologized to her over 5 years ago. Coincidentally enough, this is in the exact same text message that she heard.
In the message that she shares, you can see the rounded edge of the text bubble as if that was the whole message. She recreated part of a message. It wasn't even cropped out. She just rewrote it and sent it. That's why she had to cut out the time and the date. Fraud. She's a fraud. But, you know, I just wanted to show the lengths that this girl was willing to go to show that she got cancer, told CoryxKenshin, and he didn't care at all. But he did. He did. So, you know, there's that.
Herself cropped when all of this started. But you've gone on to
Now, oh, we got some more.
message that she herself cropped when all of this started. But you've gone on.
So this is 2022. So a lot of people are saying this is from 6, 7, 8 years ago. But this is actually 3 years ago. And she said, hey, I need to ask you something. Message me when you get a chance. Thanks. And he says this is the first outreach 2 years later after her cancer reveal message, which is true because in his message, he actually had the date and time.
On to hit me up.
So this is May 2022. Hey, I need to ask you something. Message me when you get a chance. And he says, hey, what's up? Seems pretty cordial and normal. And then she says, you're a bit late, but some girl messaged me at random on IG about you, and it was weird. She was asking me questions about you because apparently she liked you and she knew we talked before. Just thought you should know. She messaged me from a private account. So she is reaching back out to him in 2022. And then she says, I also had one more thing to say. More conversation that she's initiating with him. I sort of been thinking about you as well. But he ruined you. You had to go to therapy. He's the coldest winter imaginable. He's the worst person ever. Worst ex-boyfriend ever. But you've been thinking about him. Okay. It's all coming out. I know it's been a while, but when that person messaged me, a lot came to mind. That's all. Is that right? What came to mind? She said, I wish things were different.
Multiple time.
And this is CoryxKenshin saying, I just recall there being important factors as to why we didn't work. He's like, hey, do you remember why, we weren't together anymore? She says, I was going through my own thing back then. My priorities were horrible. I know I'm different now because I reflected since then. I'm not sure why we didn't work exactly. I thought it was because he was a terrible boyfriend and he was ghosting you all the time. Interesting. Look, all due respect to Corey, I appreciate him sharing this. I do think it's funny how he prefaced this by saying he wasn't going to air everything out and give us all the tea, yet I am looking at it. But let's just put that to the side. My problem was so she's basically saying that she had problems and that's why they didn't work. When I got sick, it taught me a lot too. I hated life before, but now all I want to do is live every day like my last. And apparently that involves reaching back out to your ex. It's just crazy because in that little mini series on her TikTok, she was saying that when he sent her that message about it being a passive-aggressive cancer reveal, that's how she knew he was cold and he had no heart and he had no soul and he was a fraud and he's a jerk. But after that message, she's talking about how she was the problem. She needs therapy. Keep her away from me.
Now, I would like to apologize on to hit
Now he's gonna apologize for the video.
me up multiple times. Now, I would like to apologize for the video that she uploaded where I made a very insensitive.
Look at his face when he's talking about this video. This is him referring to the video where he joked about doing something to her while she was asleep, which turned out to be nothing. But you can just tell that he had to re-record this a couple times. I know this look, man. He feels so awkward about this video.
That she uploaded where I made a very insensitive attempt at humor. I cringed extremely hard looking at myself from 8 years ago, but what I was talking about was something that should never be joked about to my community.
All right, so now we're back. Now we are back to a little bit like discount Abel. That's tough. So yeah, he apologized for the video. Please.
Leave her alone.
Leave her alone. She's getting harassed. Leave her alone. Also, for the record, I don't think. Look, I know that we call ourselves derps and we make funny voices and funny pods or whatever. I think that, but all in all, I think we're relatively mature. I don't think any of y'all actually care enough about this to bother this girl. But you know, obviously, anybody that we're talking about, you know, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Who cares? It's none of our business.
Don't bother her. Don't bother anybody. Keep it about the gameplays. Keep it about the videos. Do not harass anybody.